Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bots Obsession, and this is a little bit different. I didn't want to do the kind of super hyper edited style of video that I normally do. I wanted to just do kind of a sit down and let's talk about it type video. And today is the kind of companion piece to the other armor that I put up probably almost a month ago now. That is the TFX 04 Protector armor from Fansproject. As you guys know, if you've seen my channel long enough, you know that I am a huge Fansproject fan. And this was a thing that was a big missing piece in my collection. I did not have a Rodimus Prime, and that's exactly what this does. You can see Fansproject 2010 right there, Parallax armor. And I actually have quite a bit that goes with this, because not only are we taking a look at this, we're also going to be taking a look at the Doctor Wu face-off set that goes with this, as well as the Sidearm Kit that goes with it. So we have everything for this, which is quite amazing, that I was able to get this for the price that I did. Before we get into the packaging, because the packaging is kind of nice and kind of basic, I will say there is the figure itself. But real quick, before we get into it, there's the classic Parallax thing right there, Fansproject 2010. On the back, the kind of basic Fansproject Parallax read-up, TFX 04. Some warnings saying don't play with it, it's not a toy. Take care because the parts are sharp. And then on the other side, TFX 04. Pretty standard Fansproject box. There is the Protector himself, and you can see this is a hyper stylized upgrade kit designed for the Classics Rodimus mold. So bring that in and bring the camera down just a little bit. You can see that this does look really nice on this hot rod. I originally was going to put Battle in Space hot rod on this, but then the Classics hot rod, it came with it, so that's what we got right here. You can see they got the rims to match pretty well on the Fansproject one. Still rolls pretty nice. Oh, one thing, you do want to have the wheels extended. It does. There we go. It does help them catch and roll just a little bit better. But yeah, so you can see that everything lines up pretty well. The pipes on the side line up with the pipes on the Classics one. Has some detail up top, has a second engine block up top, which doesn't look too inconspicuous, but it is a little strange. He has all these pipe detailings going on. I love the graffiti flames, kind of exploding out the pipes. It really makes it look really cool. And then Hot Rod's blaster does end up going back here. I do have his blast effect, the little clear blue fire blast. I have no clue where it went. It's somewhere on my floor or in a box or a baggie somewhere. But yeah, this looks super cool as the classic Hot Rod Space Winnebago that we're pretty used to now. Or Rodimus Prime Space Winnebago. And for size comparison, we can show them next to a contemporary. Here we have Comic Con Nemesis Prime. You can see we put him kind of right there. You can see how big they are next to each other. Compare them up. Next to some more modern stuff, we can put we can put not Needle Nose. Who the hell is this? This guy. We can put this guy next to it, which this is a Japanese figure. I don't know who this is, but you can see that. And then we can also put a drift mold next to it, so you can see how big it is next to generation stuff. And it is pretty substantial. It's about, I would say, modern leader scale in terms of like bigness. It does size up well with the Ultra Magnus. But you guys obviously want to see the good stuff. So to kind of get this started, you want to take these panels and pull them out, and do the same on the other side. Take this panel and slide it out, and then that is what's going to allow Hot Rod to drop out of there. So we can close that up for now. Make sure that's all nice and tight. And there's Classics Hot Rod. And if you guys have never experienced this mold, it is a pretty alright mold. Has a rub sign right there. There we go. He's an Autobot, Avi. But yeah, pretty quick transformation on this. I'm not going to transform this totally, because we will have to get back to this later. And this video is not about him. It's about the armor. So the armor can do a few different things. It does have like a battle station mode, which you can accomplish just by, we can wiggle Hot Rod's blaster out, and we can fold down these pieces and fold up these pieces, fold them down, come down here. You want to wiggle the side doors free, and then that's going to allow you to free up this section right here. Ooh, a little bit of a spoiler there, but that's fine. We can put it back on there. There we go. Wiggle that down, pull that down, and here we have kind of the tank mode, I think is what this is officially referred to as. I think that's what this version is. This is like its tank mode where it has the roll. Now, it can do something else, but we have to unarmor it first. So the way to... Oh, and you can bring up this little sight right there. So to unarmor this, you have to remove all the armor pieces, which starts by coming up front. You're going to take these two parts, just kind of wiggle those free. There we go. Off the spoiler. Bring those down. Right here, you're going to peel this up and out. Same thing with these. You want to grab these side chunks and just kind of give them, yeah, just a little bit of wiggle out, and then they should just wiggle free. So you want to grab it from like right here, give it a little wiggle out. See, right there, like there, lift, and there it comes free. There we have most of it, and then these back parts right here, you want to grab it from right here and just kind of tilt until it wiggles free. There it goes. Nice and easy. You want to be nice and easy with this stuff, with this old third-party stuff. So grab, tilt, and wiggle. And kind of tilt and wiggle on this one. This one was the one that's a little tough. This one sockets in really, really nice on this side. Tilt and wiggle. There it goes. All right, cool. Set the trailer off to the side. So, transforming this is really, really simple. You want to fold it in half. There's a hinge right there. So fold it in half, and then fold it up, and fold it up again. So basically, anything that folds or moves on the leg chunks, you just want to move them. So once again, one more time. So you're going to fold it in half, fold it up, fold it up. And those are going to be your leg chunks. For the arms, it's literally just turn this piece out, turn out the pipes, and then extend and rotate. And there you go. And just line everything up. So one more time, you want to take this pipe section up top, fold it out, and then just extend and line everything up, rotate, fold that down a little bit, and rotate. So there's our arm chunks right there. Then we can come to this section, which is clearly the torso, slide out that piece, and you can push this forward to give it that 3D effect, which is really, really cool. And there we go. Oh no, we lost our top spoiler. Which one of you guys was going to tell me that we lost the top spoiler? Oh my god. Just let me look like a fool on camera. Alright, so now that we have all our pieces, now we come to Hot Rod, who I'm going to get him prepped right off camera, so that way it takes like 10 seconds. Give me a moment. So you want Hot Rod looking something like this, where the shoulders are kind of down, mostly in robot mode, but the shoulders pointed forward and the arms brought down. That's kind of what you want going on there. So step one is putting on the shoes. These will just click into place. You want these wheels extended as far out as they will go, and you just kind of ease them on there. There's a hook right there, and there's another catch elsewhere on the boot, and you just kind of, there it goes, flips right into place. You just kind of want to squeeze it until it gets clipped on there. So clip it in or hook it in, and there we go. Squeeze until it clicks. And so there we go for that. For the arms, it's kind of a similar affair. There's a hook right there. You're going to hook it around the wheel well like that, and then you want to lift until this pops up over the wheel, and then that will click it into place. So there you go for that one. And for the other arm, we'll do the same thing. Remember, hook this up under the shoulder, behind the wheel well, and then lift until it goes over the wheel. Don't force it. Sometimes you got to readjust the hooking. Sometimes you just got to readjust it. Come on. Sometimes you just don't get it quite in the right spot. Give me a second. This one's being a little fiddly. All right, there it goes. Got it on there. Yeah. This Hot Rod has, like, thank God, it has a ton of, like, really tight joints, which is really good for, like, now, because it is a old figure at this point. You're going to take the chest piece right there. We're going to zoom out just a bit because he's getting kind of tall. And we're going to just, you're going to hook this under his gooch, and then these parts over his chest. So under the gooch, and you want the, hang on, so kind of, I like to line it up right there, and then kind of hold the orange part. You don't want to push on the flames or else it's going to push the whole bit out. And there it goes. There we go. So there we go. And then the head, I don't know if this is the original face. I think this might be one of the Dr. Wu faces. But you can see how nice that face looks. And this literally just sits on top of his head. And it uses his like little circles on the side of Hot Rod's head as like a pivot point, which is kind of neat. But there we go. There is Rodimus Prime, or Protector. Now there is one other thing. Oh, sorry. You're gonna take these spoiler bits. I almost forgot, and just slide them on top of the spoiler wings. There we go. Almost forgot. You gotta extend them. I don't usually display him with the spoiler wings because I think they're a little silly. But yeah, there we go. There is Protector. Now there is one other thing, because Protector does need his weapon. So you come over here to the tank. You want to lift these parts up, and there's a piece right here. You just want to be a little gentle with it, and it should come right out. Ooh. It's a little stuck in there. There it goes. Old third-party stuff. So there you go. Take that out. Flip this section out. Take Hot Rod's rifle. Slot it in there sideways like so. And there you have the Protector's rifle, which is pretty nice. It looks really, really good, especially whenever you plop it into his hand. So there we go. There we have the Protector with his rifle, and he can get a real good curl on that. Very easily, he can pop it up in between his torso and arm. So that looks really, really good. And for the most part, that's it. That's Protector. We'll cover articulation right now. Why not? So he retains all of Hot Rod's articulation. He has a head swivel, but he also gains a little bit of up and down at the head. He still has ball jointed shoulders, although they are slightly restricted due to the clunkiness of the back of the arm, although you can kind of adjust it and get a little bit different out of it. But yeah, this figure is a little clunky in the shoulders. He gains a bicep swivel. He has in and out. I don't mess with this joint too much. It feels really fragile and really thin, so I don't like messing with that joint too much. He has double jointed elbows, which is really, really nice due to the transformation. And then he has a wrist swivel. So he gains tons of articulation in the arm. And then in the legs, he has hips forward, not so much back because of the backpack. He has a 90-degree at the knee. He has a thigh swivel. And then he gets a ankle tilt, which it's not a great... Man, it's not a great ankle tilt. The tolerances on this are not as good as City Commanders, in my opinion. It's not a great ankle tilt, but it is one that, like, it gets it enough that you can put it down and use it. It's, like, usable. It's functional. That's a great way to describe it, is it's functional once he's standing up. So there is a few other things that this guy gets. With this, it can turn into a straight-up battle platform like the original one. So what you want to do is you want to come under here, wiggle this free, keep that folded down. This is a little Hot Rod themed roller, which is super cool. It can hold his weapon. It can also hold something else whenever we get there. Then you want to come to the battle platform. You want to take these parts and spin them around. Spin them around. Aim the turrets up just a little bit. Come right here. On the inside, there's these little flaps that fold out. So you want to fold those flaps out. And then back around here, right there, right next to where the arms were, are handles, and you can fold those out. So now he can totally hold the battle platform. Does this extend? I thought it extended. Give me one moment. Yes, it does extend. It comes down in a little foot, allowing you to flip that up, and that gives you the full battle platform that is more Protector sized. This is really cool. I like the idea that it turns into the old Hot Rod battle platform, or the old Rodimus battle platform. That's super cool. The little extending foot is a really nice touch. I especially really do like the little roller. And if you were to just get Protector, that's what you get. You get this awesome trailer that turns into a pretty fun piece of kibble. It does have a little bit of, you know, up and down right there. You get this fun piece of kibble that turns into something, as well as houses a little roller guy, which is always fun. But you get an awesome looking Rodimus Prime, but you can also get a few other things. Inside the box, you also got this handhold piece, which this is meant for him and Optimus Prime, Classics Prime, so that way they can shake hands. Before we move into the other parts of the Dr. Wu kit and the sidearm, I do want to show off how tall this guy is. So we'll bring this up and back a little bit. Here he is with Voyager class G-Axis, Deluxe class Skullgrin, Leader class Studio Series Grimlock. See Grimlock's out of frame, and of course, it wouldn't be a Bots Obsession video if we didn't put Laser Fire in there for the comparison as well. So there he is with some Deluxe spots, a Voyager, and a Leader class Dinobot, which the Leader Dinos are also just massive. But yeah, I'm going to get this cleared up, and we're going to take a look at the Sidearm Kit. So a little while after Fansproject released this, they released a $10 upgrade kit, and this was almost specifically designed just for Hot Rod. It was also designed for Henkei owners. So I'm going to ruin this little envelope. People are livid right now. Oh no, the little sticky. It's okay, it's given up. It's given up. After all this time, it is no longer sticky. But inside of it, you got a few things. There it goes. You got a few things. As you can see, you got some chrome parts and also a little thing. These chrome parts, whoop. What these are, is these are for the Henkei version of Classics Hot Rod. So if you had a Henkei Hot Rod, these would match him a bit better. There was a warning that they could scratch the fins, but this was a really cool way. $10 on top. It is a little unfortunate that $10 on top is what you need to pay if you had the Henkei one, but you got those, and you also got Sidearm. And as you can see, he's a little blaster. This is a target master for Classics Hot Rod, and you can see he has two handles. This is a 4mm handle for Classics Hot Rod, which if I have Classics Hot Rod's arm right here, I have... Oh, yeah, I do. So I have Battle in Space's Hot Rod's arm just hanging out on my desk because he's damaged. But you can see that this handle fits into that hand, whereas this handle does not. That handle on the back right there is not made for Classics Hot Rod. So what you're supposed to do is, if you have Protector, you are supposed to take Sidearm, and you'll notice he has these little grooves on the sides of the barrels here. You take the pieces from here, and you slide them on. I'm trying to remember how to do this exactly. Slide them on. Is it like that? I feel like it's like that, but that can't be right, because it's not holding. It's not gripping. There we go. Okay, there we go. So you slide them on at the front right there. Just clips in. Just clips in. Come on. Come on. There it goes. Clips in there. No, he's falling apart. This is a very fiddly little figure. Alright, so it clips in right there, and then you take the handle at the back, you take your Protector, and he can just hold Sidearm like so. It's not great, I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite thing. I don't display him with Sidearm. Sidearm usually stays put away. Just because I don't think it's that great. Although I might end up giving this to my my 86 Hot Rod, since it is a 5mm port. So you could totally just give this to your 86 Hot Rod if you wanted a fire drive. And of course, because you've seen it's so fiddly, it does obviously transform. This flips down, the legs come out, the arms split apart from each other, and just rotate down on some mushroom pegs. And yeah, he's all right. He's very, very fiddly. As far as a little figure goes, he does have fairly nice molding on the face, nice red little face. It does look like Fire Drive. I'll give it that much. It looks pretty good. So yeah, there is the Sidearm Kit. And last but not least, we had a face upgrade for this guy come out from Dr. Wu, and that included two faces, which I believe one of them is on him right now. So I'm gonna wiggle his head free. So you take the helmet, and the helmet is very, very basic in this form. So whoop, we'll get forward. So the Dr. Wu kit just slides open. Just slide it open. It's a little piece of foam, and you undo it. There we go. And there's a couple of faces in here. So, oh no, these are definitely the Dr. Wu faces. I think. It's hard to remember. So actually, no, this is the Dr. Wu face. Yeah, so this is the #1 Dr. Wu face, where it gives him smooth cheeks and eyes and a little chin nub. And you just pull down on the chin nub and that slides out. The original Protector face, which is this one, which just slides up in there. See, slightly more detailed, a little more detailed, bit of a chin strap on there. And it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I like the smooth face, personally. And then it had the visored face, which the reason I didn't use this one, because I did really like it, was because this is really loose in my Protector head. So, slides up, and yeah, you can see it's kind of just not staying up there. So here I'll kind of... But there you go. You can see that one looks super, super cool. I do really like the visor face. If we... He has a really tiny head. I wonder if it will stay in if we just pop it on. We just pop it on top. But yeah, it'll hold. So there's Protector with the visor face on. You've already seen him with the other face on this entire time. But yeah, he looks really, really good. Protector, the Dr. Wu face kit, oh, nope, there it goes. There it goes. Slid right off. Started moving the head and it slid right off. Yeah, the Dr. Wu face kit is pretty cool. It's a neat way to get, to change up the look of your hot rod. Although I will say the smooth face, the one without like the details, the one that I had on it, focus, the one that I had on it, you can't really tell too much of a difference between that and the stock standard face. Honestly, they're very, very close and very, very similar. So just one of those things, unless you know about it, you wouldn't know. But they are pretty neat. But again, this is definitely not necessary for the Protector kit if you don't have this. Final thoughts on this, since this video is running a little bit long, but we did talk about a lot. Is Protector worth it? Protector himself goes for the hot rod and the Protector armor. You can usually find it on eBay for anywhere between $150 to $200, which I think is a lot. I think $200 for this is a lot. I think if you could find this for 100 or less, maybe even 110, 120, I would say that this kit is worth it. Now, if you can get just the armor on its own for somewhere in the $70, $50 range, I would say go for it. This armor is really cool. If you already have the hot rod, that's amazing. But if you can get both, if you can get the hot rod with the armor for 100 or less, or 110 or less, I would say definitely go for it. You can usually actually find a lot of them that do have sidearm with them. I'm not going to say how much I picked mine up for, because people will hate me if I say how much I got this for. But yeah, this is a really, really cool set, a really, really cool pickup, and definitely a crown jewel of my collection. It's one of those sets that it fills a gap. This is like the Rodimus Prime that I've wanted forever now, and for this to be in my collection and to have this on display next to my Star Saber, my Metal Hawk, my King Atlas, my other my Victory Saber is really cool for me. It does look really, really good. And I think that if you can find one for a good price, it's 100% worth it. Anyways, that's been my look at the Protector armor from Fansproject. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession.